Hello, everybody, and we are talking again with Hamilton County Sheriff Alex Pruismann. And actually, I've been waiting to say this. There's a new sheriff in town when it comes to submitting tips.
Yes, there is.
How about that? We want to talk about the change from the P3 Tips app, which is being phased out, and the exception, the rollover to the new Sheriff's app, which, along with doing lots of other things that I, as a user, really appreciate, is where we now want people to go to submit tips.
Yes.
So, P3 Tips app, we've had it for a long time as Hamilton County Crime Stoppers. That is now being phased out. We want you, if you've loaded that to your phone, go ahead and just get rid of it, because it won't work here pretty soon, if not already.
I believe it's already, yeah.
Okay. But the new Hamilton County Sheriff's app, which has been around, when I say new, it's been around for a few months. That's the way to go. So, Alex, let's talk about how to get that app, what it does, and we'll actually take a look at it here for people who are unfamiliar.
So what happens is you go to the App Store, either on your iPhone or Android. They're available on both. You look up Hamilton County Sheriff Iowa, because there's multiple Hamilton County Sheriffs.
Now, is it Iowa or IA?
IA, so it's IA, Hamilton County Sheriff IA, and I'll give you a little sneak peek of what the homepage looks like here shortly. You download that, you put it on your phone, wherever you see fit, and then on that app, there is a place where you can submit a tip. It can be on somebody that is on the most wanted poster, or it could be a tip of any kind of information that you have. You submit a tip, and then it comes to myself, and I have a dedicated dispatcher that also takes it, so that they can, if I happen to not be working or not in the office, somebody will always get your tip. But I do want you to remember that if it's an emergency, always call 911. Don't rely on the tip to get help immediately. Always call 911 if it's an emergency. We've had some issues with that people think it's monitored all the time. It's not. So in case of emergency, please always call 911. And if you want to see the app, it's going to look Hamilton County Sheriff. It'll look just like this on your phone. Okay. You'll have a tally of pictures up top of our sheriff and the staff, and then it'll have all your options. And there's always a more. There's a more down here in the bottom. That's where you can actually see the most wanted poster. You can see who's on there, the pictures, and then you could. Right there's the more. You click on that, go to most wanted, and our most wanted posters are right there. Okay, and you can see who's up there, and it gets updated every time someone gets arrested, recalled, takes care of the warrant anyway. That gets updated. But again, the app will look just like this on the homepage, and if you were going to download it, it has a picture of our star on the front, and that's our app. That's how you get it. Okay. Like I said, the P3 tip was nice, but it wasn't utilized, and we've had very good success with this so far. Very good success.
All right. So anonymity has been something we've talked about a lot, and it's also something that I think maybe people are still
very much want it. Yes.
Okay.
It'll always remain anonymous if you wish. Our dispatchers are trained to always ask your name, so don't feel pressured to give that. But if you want to remain anonymous, just say that, and they will gladly oblige that, and they'll go from there. And it's still cash tips, everything like that, or cash rewards. It's all the same. What you have to do is you'll get a case number, and if your tip directly leads to the arrest of somebody, you'll get the cash reward for that person. But it has to lead directly to that tip, or directly from that tip. Sorry.
All right. So then on the app again, if we go to that anonymously. Just a case number again there.
Yep, just a case, and you have a place to put in, like, it's just a fill in the blank on the app tip. So it could say first name, last name. You can remain anonymous. You can put a phone number in there if you want. You can even request in the notes how you want to be contacted. But again, in order to get the reward, you have to have the case number that tip was generated from in order to get the reward. So we know it matches up. We've had people call in before to try to get a tip that wasn't them.
Okay. Also on the app, you can submit what? Images, videos?
You can submit whatever you want
to
submit. Yep. And there's ways to contact every one of us on there. You can get a hold of myself. My email's on there, phone number, chief deputy, lead dispatcher, office staff. You can get a hold of anybody from that app. Again, I say it again. If you have an emergency, though, don't rely on the app. Don't rely on Facebook. Don't rely on any of that. Call 911 if you have an emergency. That's the only way you'll know that you'll get immediate assistance.